This is the Wine Junkie Show. My name is Adam, also known as the Wine Junkie. That's right, this is the second episode in our quarantine edition of the Wine Junkie. If you missed the last one, you gotta go back and check it out. It's not necessary though, you can still watch this one before you watch that one. But to give you a little bit of a rundown, we're on quarantine. Also, the restaurant that I work in burnt down in January. We're rebuilding, so I'm on double home detention. And that is an opportunity for me to taste wines. We are going to taste one more wine today. This wine is also in the same line. Last time we tasted the Row 11 Venus 3, which is a Pinot Noir from California. It was on our wine list when we closed. It will be when we reopen. It's a huge fan favorite with our guests at the restaurant. The other one was the Row 11 Russian River Valley, sourced specifically from the Dutton Vineyard in Green Valley, which is the coolest part of Russian River Valley. So here we go, on to the next wine. This is the Riddler from Row 11 Wine. This is their Lot 9 version. This is a non-vintage wine. I think sometimes people think something's a non-vintage wine or doesn't have a specific vintage associated with it. That means that it's not as good. That is far from the truth with this wine. It simply means that the winemaker is able to source wine and grapes from different vintages to create a specific palate style. The Riddler is an enigma. This wine is mysterious. This wine is unique, and this wine is delicious. We're gonna talk a little bit about this boy. Red blend, sourced 100% from California. They don't list the blend anywhere, but I do happen to know that Petit Syrah is sort of one of the main flavor imparting grapes in this wine. If you've had Petit Syrah before, this is a wine style that you can equate to that. There are a lot of different varietals mixed in with this, and it's different every year, every lot that they call it. This is their 9th lot, or their 9th blend that they've done. If you've watched the last episode, we're talking about miles different in color. The Pinot Noirs were very light, and you could see right through them. This thing is big, viscous. You can see it staining the side of the glass. The wine is very dark, very dense in color, very Rhone style. Syrah-based Grenache, Mourvedre, big, meaty, dark, roasty. It's got a lot of fruit, but it's also got this sort of like animal grilled meat quality to it. It's very fruit forward, but it's very balanced. It's not like it's hot. It's not like one aspect of this wine is jutting out in any direction. There's a lot going on, but it's all balanced together. A lot of dark fruit, blackberry, blueberry, black plum, getting some cocoa in there, chocolatey notes like dark chocolate, bittersweet chocolate in there, and even black currants, black cherry. Vanilla, lots of spice, clove, a lot of clove, nutmeg, cinnamon, kind of background notes in there. Definitely smell that oak component. Very complex, a lot going on. But again, everything is balanced with each other. There's not one aspect of it that's like punching me in the face and taking over. Woo! Yes! Yes! If you are a fan of that sort of California Rhone Ranger style wine, Rhone varietals in there, big, dark, spicy, structured, juicy, rich. That wine is a big boy. It's a beast, but it's really, again, just like on the nose, it's balanced. It's really beautifully done. Man, that is good. Ooh, warms my cockles, I think. Again, a lot of the things I smelled in the nose are coming through on the palate. Plum, blueberry, mocha, bitter chocolate, espresso, which sometimes I get from Malbec. Who knows, there might be Malbec in there. Black currants, black cherries, blackberry, kind of juicy tartness from like a pomegranate. This is really intriguing. Lots and lots of spice in there. Vanilla, clove, nutmeg, cinnamon. This is a full-bodied wine. Has a good amount of structure behind it, but it's not something that's gonna like blast the enamel off your teeth. Beautiful, that's really good. Really good, really good. Better than I remember. There's also this sort of vanilla still kind of coming up. It's called retronasal aromas, where after you swallow the wine, you breathe out through your nose, you can smell it kind of coming back up. That sounds really gross, but it's a huge percentage of actually how you smell and taste things. The tannins aren't these gritty sandpaper tannins. They're very like a black tea, Darjeeling or Earl Grey. If you leave it in the cup for a little bit too long, you made yourself a cup of tea and then you went upstairs to tuck the kiddos in. Kids are being a little rambunctious. 15, 20 minutes later, oh crap, I left that tea bag in there. That's where this is. Makes it really good for food. In bigger reds, that tannic structure is your astringency, and that's a contrast to fats. If you had a steak, some barbecue short ribs, barbecue in general, barbecue ribs, smoked, that spice, well, that is a fantastic wine. Really long finish to it, really hangs onto your palate, not that sugary, sticky, sweet, over-extracted way. You just get a lot of flavor, it really stays with you. Man, I wish I had short ribs. I might have to smoke something this weekend and have a bottle of this with it, or throw something on the grill. Hanger steak, I'm not surprised by this, but it's been a while since I've tasted the Riddler. It's blowing me out of the water. It's better than I remember it. A little more refined, a little more focused, very drinkable, something you could have on a regular basis. Epic. Really, really good. Fantastic wine. If you want to get this wine, go to row11wines.com. They will ship directly to Pennsylvania from the winery. You don't have to go through the state store. Hopefully I can do some more of the Wine Junkie episodes. For those of you that are Sovana Bistro fans, we're spending a lot of time refining things, restructuring things, so that the day that we're ready to go, we are jumping in there and we're better than ever. I think once in a while I can throw one of these up here. I really miss all of the Sovana Bistro fans. We will be back. Thank you very much for watching. Happy quarantine, everybody. Stay safe. Wear your masks. Stay 6 feet away from each other. Please, seriously, do it. Like, come on, for real. Adios. Hey, 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 welcome to the Wine Junkie! This is another... Either way, we're... So anyway, we are back, younger. We addressed this in the last episode, but some ways I do, some ways I don't. Either way, we're... My dog is choking over there. Anyway, not unlike the Batman villain. I don't know if the Batman villain is delicious. I think it could be. I'm not really sure. Big glass. Again, thank you, Janine. Shout out. Oh, yeah, I think I might have mentioned before. I might have mentioned in the last episode when I was talking about this episode. Either way, man, that is, again, a lot of the things I tasted and I smelled. Like, I would say this is large. I'd say I've not had this vintage, this lot. Excuse me. Every time I smell it, it's triggering something in my brain, in my memory. I can't pinpoint it. I'll remember it in my sleep tonight. Not eating a lot of meat right now, so but way better than, not way better. Is mine's the Wine Junkie. Thank goodness. Finally.